Donna. Welcome to my channel, Restore Glory. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I have an amazing, epic haul for you. I went to Bethany Beach the last couple of days to spend some, just to spend some quality time and some downtime with my brother. I think I've mentioned to you guys in previous videos that my brother retired and he and his wife moved to the Bethany Beach area in Delaware. And yeah, where they live, it's pretty amazing. They're like 5 minutes from the beach. And while we didn't get a chance to stay on the beach for a long time because the weather was a little bit chilly, we did have lunch at a restaurant, and we sat in the restaurant, and we had an amazing time, just kind of sort of catching up, me and my sister and my brother, and just having a good old time. I love crabs. We had plenty of seafood, and it was just amazing. But the most amazing part of my trip is that my brother knows me oh so well. They kind of sort of feed my obsession with going to thrift stores and antique stores. My brother a while ago sent me a list of all of the vintage and antique stores that are in his area, in that area where he lives, near like Bethany Beach, Dewey, Lewes, all of those beaches, that beach area. All the little vintage and antique stores that you can get to within a 10, 20 mile radius, right? So I knew that I was going to spend 2 of the days with them, just kind of sort of chilling and kind of, just enjoying family. But one day my brother said, here are the keys. He gave me the keys to his beautiful hot rod, and we went. He said, go have at it, right? I asked him, the last time I went to spend time with him, he actually went with me. And this time he's like, no, just take the keys, you can go. So of course, I had a list, and I actually hit probably about 4 stores. It was just incredible. And I actually had an opportunity to go to an estate sale. The estate sale had some items. Most of them were $1, and most of them were pretty daggone great. If I can remember what I got from the estate sale, which I think I can, I'll certainly mention that. But it was an amazing estate sale. They were literally trying to get rid of stuff. I think it was their mom's stuff. Their mom collected a lot of Snoopy stuff and Disney stuff. So I was able to scoop a lot of this stuff up for $1, and even got a Longaberger basket to hold all of the items that I got from that from that estate sale. So yeah, so I love, hanging out with my brother. He knows me oh so well, and knows that this is what I enjoy doing. I love searching for bargains, and I love just finding different stores to shop from for my resale business. So they know me oh so well, and I really appreciate my brother for, indulging me in my side hustle. So anyways, I'm looking at my pile. I'm trying to figure out where I want to begin. So because a lot of this stuff I just pulled out of the bags and I put here, I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and get started. If I can remember where I got it from, as opposed, the vintage and antique stores or the yard sale, I will make note of that. So anyways, my light, got to turn this a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit. There we go. All right. So the first item I'm going to show you, my light really still does look a little wonky. That's crazy. All right, that's a little better. Anyway, the first item that I'm going to show you is this cutie patootie. He is, I believe he's like a little trinket dish, right? I love his amber eyes. He does have a mark on the bottom. It says made in Germany right there in the corner, if you guys can see that. And I think I paid $8 for him, I think. So I thought he was really cute. And of course I wasn't going to leave him behind because he was just too cute to leave behind. Why would I leave him behind? All right, the next item I'm going to show you is this cutie patootie. She actually came from one of the vintage stores, and she is it's called Spunky, and she is, there's a mark on it that says Starwood Toys, and it's like Little Red Riding Hood Spunky, right? And she's a cutie patootie. I thought she was so cute. As you can see, the mark on the bottom, it does say Starwood on the bottom. She does have a few paint loss on her Little Red Riding Hood. But for the most part, her face is in really good condition, and she squeaks. So I thought that was really cute, and of course I was going to pick her up. Alrighty, the next item I'm going to show you is this beautiful little piece. I think I remember, I think it was either Danny the Niche Lady, which I think it was. She actually mentioned on one of her hauls or one of her videos or shop with me videos, they're called, I think they're called corn husk dolls. And this one on the back, it says made in Slovenia or Slovakia. Sorry, made in Slovakia. And I'll just take it out. This was only $5. Let me just take it out of the box so you guys can see it. All right, there she is. Isn't she a cutie patootie? I think that these are made out of corn husk. I'm pretty sure that's what they're made out of. But she's just churning the butter away, you know, having a good old time. And I think that Danny mentioned, if this was Danny, if I'm remembering that it was Danny who mentioned that these do really well. I think she did mention that they do sell relatively well. I haven't done any research on her at all. Here's the bottom. But she is in excellent condition. And I just said, why not for $5? Why not? So we shall see what she does. There you go. All right, the next item, it's in its original packaging. Give me one moment. At first I thought this was Jeanette glass. I don't know why I thought it. I remember seeing Jeanette glass, but it is in its original packaging. And it is a swan, I'm going to call it swan, dish, if you will. Covered dish. I'm not going to take it out of its packaging. But as you can see, there's a swan inside, and it's cute, and it's like this amber color and green color, which I thought was really cute. So I thought that was interesting. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to sell it as is, just like that, and we'll see how it does. All right. The next item, I'm going to put you right there. The next item I'm going to show you is actually just a little small pin. It says it's made in Switzerland. It was only $3. It says it's made in Switzerland. Do you see that? It is so cute. It's like this beautiful, I'm going to call it a cherub angel or something, or angel with a rose. And it was only $3. I'm like, why not? So I picked that up. Hope you guys can see that. I just thought it was so cute. Kind of has like an iridescent quality to it, or finish that is. So I said, why not? That's that. The next item, this actually did come from the estate sale. It was only $1. I have sold one or two of these in the past with this kind of sort of jadeite. It almost feels like it's really not jadeite, guys. It's probably some type of plastic. But anyway, I think it's, what am I trying to say? It's really, if I think of the name, I'll try to put it up there so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I forgot the name of it. It's not jade, but these do sell, because I've sold two of these in the past. So anyway, it was only $1, and I'm like, why not pick it up? All right. So the next item, I paid up for this. I know that I paid up for it. This came from one of the antique stores, and I just love it. Absolutely love this beautiful color. At first I thought it was Northwood. There's no mark on the bottom. I love that it's on a pedestal base. I love the opal essence of it. It is stunningly beautiful. I absolutely love it. I don't remember how much I paid. Is that a chip? No, that's not. I don't remember how much I paid for, but I know I probably paid more than $20 for it. I'm pretty sure I did. So we'll see how it does. I just think it's beautiful for the spring and for the summer. And these are the opalescence dishes. Do relatively well for me. So we'll see how that one does. I couldn't leave it behind. It was just too pretty. Couldn't. So the next one is kind of sort of kitschy. It says bedroom mood meter. Bedroom mood meter. And I'll just let you see what it's inferring, right? I won't go into the specifics or the details of it, but you can tell what its intent is. Whatever mood it is, you turn to it. And it has a made in Japan mark on the back. And it says green is for male, red is for female. So in any event, you know what it means. So there we go. So I just thought this was cute and kitschy, and I wasn't going to leave that behind because I think this was only $1. It was only $1. And if I remember correctly, I think I looked this one up in the car, and I think these go for like $20, you know, because it's so cute and kitschy. So we shall see how it does. Well, we shall see. All right, so that's that. All right, the next item I'm not going to show you. I bought this. I'll show it to you. I bought this flower frog, and the reason why I bought it is because on a previous haul I found a beautiful amethyst Viking base that actually the original comes with the flower frog. And so I bought this one thinking it would fit, but it's too big. And I paid up for this. This is $8. Usually when I find flower frogs, it's like $1, $2, $3 or whatever. And I thought I had some in my shed. I'm going to go tomorrow and look and see if I can find it, because I thought I had some clear flower frogs in my inventory, but I'll go and check it. The main thing is to make sure that it fits. So this one I'm probably just going to sell separately, and we'll see how it goes. All right. The next item I'm going to show you is a set of Moon and Star amber colored salt and pepper shaker. So I don't remember how much I paid for these. I really don't. But in any event, they are in great condition. Even the tops are in great condition. As you can tell, there's a little bit of oxidation around the holes, but nothing major. And here's the bottom. And I just thought these were so cute. I don't think I've ever found any Moon and Star salt and pepper shakers. I don't think I've ever purchased them or sold them. So I said, why not? So they don't go for a lot. That I do know. I think I can probably get like maybe $12 or $15 for the pair. But we shall see. I just thought they were perfect for the fall, for Thanksgiving. I just thought they were so pretty. All right, the next item I'm going to show you. I just thought these were so cute. These actually came from one of the vintage stores, and I think I paid like $8 for the pair. They were a good price, around $8 for the pair. So I think these are probably Swedish shakers, if you will. Here's the male. And here's the female. Perfect, just perfect color. I love the red and the green, just perfect. Love it, love it, love it. Very folksy, and I love it. So they have their original corks. So I picked those up, and I thought those were pretty daggone cool. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. The next item, I actually, I didn't pay up for this. This was only $22, I think. But it is damaged, and I didn't realize that until I got home. When I saw the $22 price, I thought, wow, this was at one of the vintage stores. It's like, wow, that's a really, really great price. Because the vendor had a whole bunch of Fenton stuff, like really, really nice Fenton stuff, and it was all at retail for sure. But then when I saw this baby sitting by itself, it wasn't sitting by itself, it was kind of sort of off to the side. I looked at it when I thought I looked at it thoroughly in the store, and I didn't see anything on it. But anyway, let me just stop talking. Look how beautiful it is. Let's just start there. Isn't it beautiful? You got to admit that this is simply gorgeous, right? Little Fenton basket. I know the baskets don't go for a lot, but I just thought it was so pretty, right? But then when I got home and upon further inspection, I realized that it is damaged and it has been repaired right here. You guys probably, sorry for that noise. You guys probably won't be able to see that on camera. Maybe you can just a little bit, but it has been damaged and it is repaired. So in any event, don't you just love that color? Isn't that color gorgeous? So, you know, if I was really a Fenton collector, I probably would keep it. But I think what I'm going to just probably end up doing is selling it for a little bit above what I bought it for, and just call it a day, and just disclose obviously that it is damaged. And I believe that Fenton collectors will still totally appreciate it and have it in their collection. They just have to be very, very, very careful with the handle and maybe not pick it up from the handle or whatever. But, you know, you win some and you lose some. All right, the next item, I have some more Moon and Stars, right? Or Daisy, maybe it's Daisy. You know what, maybe it's Daisy and Buttons. I'm sorry, maybe is this Daisy and Button? Maybe it's not Moon and Stars, Daisy and Button. That's what this is, not Moon and Stars, Daisy and Buttons, right? And the same thing with this beautiful piece, this beautiful Amberina Daisy and Buttons. I'm gonna call it just a little dish. You can just see that Amberina. It probably glows too. I'm gonna pull my light out on both of these, but actually I have two of them. I have a green one and I have a amber color one, and these were only $8. Where did I get these from? These actually came from the vintage store, but they were only $8 for the pair. So of course I was gonna grab those. A green one and this amber color one. Like I said, they probably glow. I'll double check that one. All right, so that's all of that. The next item came from the estate sale, and it was only $1. So I said, yes, please. This is a fairy lamp. I forgot what they call it. I have sold this in the past. I don't remember the name of it, but it is a fairy lamp, and it was only $1. And of course, I was going to pick that baby up. And even though it's clear, it will still sell. And I just thought it was still a bargain and $1. So I got that. All right, the next item came from one of the, was it a flea market? I think this came from that flea market. It was like a flea market. And when I saw it, I was like, yes, please. It was only, I want to say it was only $12. Excuse me, guys. And it is a Royal Hager. Let me just show you the bottom. Royal Hager piece. But look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? And I gotta tell you, when I did a preliminary lookup of this baby, this one, this exact same one, sold on eBay for about $58, I think. About $58. So, yes, please. Absolutely thought that was a bargain. Let's not break it, though. Let's put that down there. All right, the next item I got from, was this from the thrift store? I don't remember. But anyway, let me show it to you. Look at that. Isn't that pretty epic? Right? There's no marks on the bottom. I think it's a tiki mug or some type of tiki mug. Yeah. So I can't remember where I got this from. I want to say I got it from that flea market. I really do. I think I got it from that same flea market. Anyway, it's in great condition. No chips or cracks. It's in excellent condition. It is so epic. I just love it. So, of course, I was going to pick that up. So, that's everything on top. The next item I'm going to show you, this actually, I got to tell you, that I paid up for. So, there was a very shishi-poo-poo place that was in Lewes, Delaware. The only reason why we went there, because again, I told you, my brother showed me this list. This was one day we decided to go out. We had intentions of going to, this place billed itself as vintage and antique goods, but vintage goods. But honestly, guys, it was nothing vintage. There was only a few items in there they had various vendors at this particular vintage store, but most of it was brand new reproduction type stuff. So I get what George is saying. I don't know if you guys follow George the Antique Nomad. You know I do, and you know I love him. George, you know, he actually, you know, he talks about that quite a bit. A lot of places will build themselves as vintage and antique, but there really isn't anything vintage or antique about it at all. And this particular vintage mall had about, I don't know, I'm going to say maybe 50 vendors in it, and mostly I would say 80%, maybe 90% of the stuff was all brand new reproduction stuff. It really was. There was one vendor that had some really true vintage items in her booth. Cute stuff. It was way overpriced. Not way overpriced, Donna. That's not fair. It was priced, I believe, above retail. Let me give you an example. She had some metal, those metal wall pieces that we all see when we go to the thrift store, right? And I think one was shaped like a flower and one was just shaped like with just some leaves. She had two of them for sale for $48 for two of them. $48 for two. You can get them all day long at the thrift stores for like, you know, less than $5, right? And even online, they don't go for that much money. At least I don't see. I've sold those things in the past, but I've never sold them for that amount of money. 40. And they weren't even big. They were like maybe 12 inches long, right? And then she had this beautiful, stunningly beautiful swung vase in her booth, and it was kind of like an amberina color one. I think she wanted $180 for that. Now that is definitely retail, because you know the swung vases are not all over the place. The swung vases are hot right now, and so I think that she probably priced that at retail, which is completely fine. But even all the other little vintage things in her store were they were above retail. I'll just leave it at that. So anyway, having said that, my brother and I stopped by this one place, which I absolutely paid up for. I'll show you this item in a minute. But the reason why we went there is because my brother had surgery about 2 months ago. And after his surgery, he and his wife decided to go grab some lunch. It was like in and out type surgery. They decided to grab some lunch. They had lunch in Lewes, Delaware, which is this little quaint, little cute little town that's by the water. And they went to this Italian restaurant. But right next door to the Italian restaurant was this awesome antique mall, right? And my brother even told my sister-in-law, he says, oh my goodness, Donna's going to like that place. So we just happened to be driving around Lewes, and he remembered, oh my goodness, Donna, this is the place I wanted to tell you about. So we stopped in. It was an impromptu stop by. And of course, you know, I got excited because, you know, you can't discount antique malls because sometimes you can find some bargains. So I found some items, not necessarily bargain, but I think there's some wiggle room for me to make a sale. So stop talking, Donna. This item came from that Shishi Poo Poo antique store, and I just thought it was gorgeous. I love the yellow color of it, and it just reminds me of like, you know, a Jack in the Pulpit type of style. And it is in excellent condition, no chips, no cracks. I love, love, love this brilliant, brilliant yellow color. Let me just show you the bottom, right? And don't know who made it, but I absolutely do love it. I just thought it was so amazingly beautiful. And of course, I was going to pick it up. I absolutely paid up for it. And I'm hoping that I can at least, you know, at least make a little bit of profit on that. But I just thought somebody might enjoy this beautiful yellow color for their collection if you're collecting these type of vases. All right, so I got that. So we talked about that. So the next few items actually came from that same antique store, antique mall. And one vendor had Christmas stuff. It was like 60 and 70% off. And so I got to show you this piece right here. Look at this awesome piece. Now, I didn't notice that the what do you call this thing? Not the horn. Not the horn. What do you call it? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. It's not the horn. Okay, it's missing, as you can see. But the guy taped it. There it is. He taped it. So I can probably fix it. He taped it right there. What do you call that thing? I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, this beautiful kitschy Christmas Santa Claus. It's like made out of that blow mold kind of sort of plastic. And Santa's in his glory. Let me just put this down. Santa's in his glory. He has lots of little gifts in his sleigh. And he has some trees and he has some toys. And there's like some little blow mold snowmen in there. I'm not sure if they actually go with this. But anyway, I picked him up. And this was, I think, only $8. So I picked it up and I said, why not? And what do you call this thing? What do you call, what are these? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to look it up and put it up there. I'm seriously drawing a blank. Anyway, I just thought that was cute and kitschy, and why the heck not? So we'll see how this one does. All right, so let's put you right here. Let me switch you. The next item, give me one moment, guys. The next item, I found some more Putz houses. So let me start with this cutie patootie. This came from that same vendor again. This was only $2 or $3 or something like that. Anyway, look at that cutie patootie. Oh, I thought his eye was missing. Look at that. I don't know what's going on with him. But anyway, he was cute. Of course, I was going to pick him up. Not sure exactly what he's going to go for, but I just thought he was adorable. The next item, how much was this, baby? I think this was $4. Yeah, it was $4. No mark on the bottom. Yeah, it was $4. So it's like a little Santa boot, right? Little kitschy Santa boot. I thought that was cute. So I might lot some of this stuff up, just, you know, rather than sell them individually. I may just lot them up and put them in a baggie or something like that, or we'll see. And then the other thing I wanted to show you was I found some more Putz houses, and these were okay. I didn't realize that they were kind of sort of damaged. But I don't think I paid a ton for these. As a matter of fact, I don't remember. But anyway, here's some more Putz houses, right? And as you can see, some of the paper in it are kind of sort of busted out. But, you know, that was me not paying attention because, you know, I saw a sale and I decided to pick them all up. But they do have, they are the little Putz houses. And for the most part, you know, they're in good vintage condition. So I may just lot these up, sell them as is. Note that they are, you know, not in the best of shape, but I do know that people still do collect them. So that's the reason why I picked them up. for the deal that I did, and they should do okay. All right, so that's that. So that's all of that. So let me now start with the items again that I got from the, sorry about that, from the estate sale. These people, I believe that her mom, like I said, I believe her mom collected Disney, particularly Snoopy and Disney stuff. And so I kind of sort of just went crazy because everything was $1, right? I even got this Longaberger basket. I think I want to say I paid $10 for this Longaberger basket. She was originally trying to charge me $25, but I said, nah, I can't do that. I just really wanted it because I just love the shape of it. And I actually wanted it to carry my stuff in. So for $10, and I had everything in here that I got from her. So I said, why not? So anyway, I got this for $1. This is a, what do you call this thing? Is this a Care Bear? A Care Bear. I think it was, it originally held, what am I trying to say? Like soap or something, like liquid soap or something. It is completely vintage. And it's so funny because when I looked this up, these things go for like $12. So I figured for $1, that was pretty good. You know, a little Care Bear vintage soap dish for those people who love nostalgia and love the Care Bears. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right. The next thing I got from this is a squeaker. It is a, it says made in Taiwan, and it is a United Feature Syndicate Snoopy, and it is a squeaker. Yep, $1. And if I remember correctly, when I looked this one up, I want to say this was like $25. So that was good. Why not? The other thing I thought was pretty good, I looked this one up too. It is a vintage Snoopy rattle. Look at that. Again, this was just $1. Yes, please. So that's that. And then it was so funny because I saw this box and I was like, what is this box? And come to find out, it is a box. It was 50 cents. This was a the Walt Disney Company. It's some soap. Where did I see the soap at? Mickey Mouse Club 1955. I know I saw the word soap on here somewhere. There it is, bath soap. My bad. Right there, bath soap in this little box, in this vintage box, Walt Disney Resorts. And as you can see, it says Mickey Mouse, everybody neat and pretty, then on with the show. Mickey Mouse Club 1955. Like, who knows? I don't know. Was this in the resorts? Did they give this away? I don't really know. But nonetheless, it is bath soap. And there is soap in there. I'm not going to open it. But this was 50 cents. So why not? And the other thing that I got from her was this cutie patootie. It is Mickey Mouse. He's a little dusty. We got to clean him up a little bit. He's a little dusty. But on his little tag, it says Mickey Mouse made in Korea. Clearly it's vintage, but it says Mickey Mouse products made in Korea. Yeah, on the tag, on his little tag right there. But anyway, he's a little dusty, but it is Mickey. And he does look like he's one of the older ones, right? So this was only $1. So, so I thought that was a pretty good deal from her. All of this stuff and all of this cute stuff. I think that was everything I got from her. And I think about it. All right, so we're gonna put that down. And oh, the other thing I'm gonna have to step back a little bit. So the other thing I got from the estate sale. You guys are not going to believe this. That's the reason why I had to step up back a little bit. I paid $1 for this. Give me one moment so you guys can see how epic this is. $1. 1975 on the back. It says it's signed by Janine Palmatier, and it's 1975. But look at that beautiful string art. It is in excellent condition. An owl, a baby owl, and its mama. I love this, and I love this kind of sort of velour, you know, velvet background, and I just love the color. And it's probably, if I had to guess, guys, probably, I don't know, guys, probably 22 by 18. It's relatively big, as you can tell. It's gorgeous. Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. And I looked this up just briefly, and I think one sold, I want to say one sold for about $60, I want to say, a while ago. And that was on eBay. So it definitely sold for over $50. And I paid $1 at the estate sale. So yes, please. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. That was my favorite find. When I told my brother I only paid $1 for that, he was like, wow. Even he said, wow. So that was that from the estate sale. So the next item I got to show you, this actually came from that Shishi Poo Poo antique store. And this was kind of an impulse buy, I got to tell you. But I had to get it because it was so cute. So let me show you. So anyway, it is a, believe it or not, it's a TV lamp. And it's this fish. I want to say that this is probably not Hager, not McCoy. What's the one that has these on the bottom? Not Hager, not McCoy. Royal Copley, maybe? Anyway, I tried to look this baby up. He's nowhere to be found. But it is a TV lamp. The bulb is on the inside. Here's the core. You can definitely tell he's very old. But that's a face that only a mother could love. I would totally love him. But it is so cute. It is in excellent, excellent condition. I love this pink color. This kind of, it even has like a little iridescent sheen to it, just a little bit. But I love this. Now, the only challenge I have is that I don't know what type of bulb this takes. I actually thought I had some small bulbs, but none of them fit. So what I'm going to have to do is just do some research on vintage or antique bulbs for TV lamps or something like that. But because I don't know if it works. I don't know. But in any case, I had to get it because it's just so adorable. I think it was an impulse buy. I really do. I really do. But we shall see. I will let you guys know what happens with this one because I got to check and see if it works. I think tonight after I finish cooking dinner, I'm going to do some research to see if I can order something on Amazon. You know, there's got to be something where you can buy the bulbs for these. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on that. All right, so the next item I got from a flea market. This was actually from a flea market, and it was pretty decent. I only paid $20 for it, and I thought this was pretty cool. It is one of those. I have sold a smaller version of this, and so this one is way tall. It does have a Made in Japan sticker right there on the back, and he does work. His nose does light up. He has a green light in here. It's so funny because there's a green light in here, so the bulb glows green. They probably just put that in there. But of course, I was going to pay $20 for this because I'm pretty sure I can probably get about $50 for this, right? It's barware. It's kitschy. It's perfect for your barware, your vintage barware. So of course I was going to pick him up. He's in excellent condition, guys. No chips, no cracks, and of course it's a lamp. So I think I'll do pretty well. This again was only $20. And I'm pretty sure I can, excuse me, do well with that one. Excuse me, give me one moment. Let me put that one down safely. All right, so the next item I got from a vintage store, and I think I only paid $5 for it. I think it's because it was dented. Let me just see if I can find the dent. I know there's a dent. There's a dent right there. Not huge dents, but there's one right there, and I think there's one. There was another dent someplace else. But anyway, the good news is that other than the dent, this one's definitely very antique. And I happened to look this one up. There's the other dent right there. It's poked in. Well, I happened to look this one up in particular, and they do really well. Like, they sell for like $20, $30. So I'm like, okay, why not? We'll see. It's very light. It will be not too hard to ship. And again, I know that it's a little dented, but I still think it'll do really, really well. So we'll see. Got that from the flea market. And the other thing I got from the estate sale, which was only $1, is this Accurite. It says it's 2014, made in China. It is a weather thermometer. So, I mean, it was dirty and dusty when I got it, and when I cleaned it up and saw the date, it was actually hanging outside. I decided to go ahead and get it. You know, so why not? So anyway, I just thought it was cute. I only paid $1. I may only sell it for like 10 or something like that. But for the most part, we got to see if this baby works. It should. So I'm going to set it outside and see if it'll calculate. Because right now it says my house is 80 degrees. That's a lot. Anyway, so that's that. All right, guys. So I'm going to pause it here because the next items that I'm going to show you, you guys are not going to believe. I paid, let's see, for the entire box, I paid $13.50 for this entire box of vintage Halloween costumes. So stand by. Hi everybody, I'm back. So sorry about that. So before I get started with the vintage Halloween costume stuff, I wanted to show you the other items that I got from that estate sale where everything was $1. So like I said, she was definitely into Disney and definitely into Disney. So everything in this came in this little bag. So this stuff is still a little dusty. This says made in Korea. And as you can see, I know you guys know what this is. These are Minnie Mouse ears, right? And again, this was only $1. It's a little dusty. I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit and see if I can clean this little baby. But in any event, it definitely does have the Made in Korea sticker right there. And I thought I saw something that said Walt Disney. Maybe not. I'm not gonna stretch it too much because these things are a little old, but so you know that anything Disney that's vintage, it sells really, really well. I want to say, when I looked these up, I want to say that these were running around $25 or $30. I have to go back and look, but clearly these are vintage. All right, the other thing that came from that $1 estate sale, of course, is this beautiful, cute little Mickey Mouse cap. And this one says the Walt Disney Company, made in the USA, Jacobson hat. So that's the tag. It does have a sticker, like what do you call it, like a barcode. So it can't be that old. It might be, I don't really know. But here it is, little Mickey Mouse hat. Bam! And so yeah, so we got that for $1. And then the final item that I got is this cute little thing. It says made in Taiwan, 1989 Hallmark cards. And I'm going to call it like a beanie, if you will. And this little thing spins around. I guess it spins around. But anyway, it's like a little beanie. A little colorful beanie. Here's the tag on the inside so you guys can see that. Little vintage tag. And these do really well too. It's a little dusty. Got cleaned off, dusted off a little bit. But yeah, all of that for $1 from her mom's estate sale. So that was that. And then one other thing I got from her is this cute, this was only $1. As a matter of fact, this was, yeah, this was $4. Huh, that's interesting. Well, anyway, it is a, what do you call this thing? A heart-shaped puzzle, a puzzle in the shape of a heart by outlines. And of course, you know who that wonderful lady is. We know her. We love and adore her, Miss Piggy. And I did actually pull out all of it. It was open, but I pulled it out. It says it's over 150 pieces, and that is correct. So anyway, I thought this would be perfect for like the Halloween season. So yes, I did pay $4 for it, and I did check it out, and there are over 150 pieces in this box. So I picked that up. So this was $4, right, from that same estate sale. All right, so switching gears. So I went to this kind of flea market, if you will. Was this the flea market or the antique store? I think this was the antique store. Yes, it was called Pieces on Main or something like that. I can't remember. But in any event, they had like a larger store that sold a lot of beautiful stuff, like more modern stuff. They had some antiques in there, not a lot. But then they had this outdoor shed that had more of your true vintage and antique items. So of course, you know, I hit that first before I went in the store. My brother had told me about this one. This was actually on the list. He said, Donna, you got to go there because it's probably some of the stuff you like. So again, taking a page from George the Antique Nomad, you know, the thing of it is, even though it's billed as vintage and antique, it may not necessarily be so. Because when I went to the store, I noticed right off the bat that there was a lot of stuff that was reproduction. And so she said, well, no, you got to check upstairs too, because there's a lot of vintage stuff upstairs. There wasn't. There really wasn't. A lot of stuff was reproduction. There were a few items sprinkled here and there, but there really wasn't a lot. The only thing I got from her was, oh, actually, you know what? I got this globe from her now that I think about it. I got this globe from her. Yeah, I got the globe, and I got a little jar of, it was beautiful. It was some lavender and lemon candle, and it was beautiful. She was lit in the store, and I was like, oh my God, you know, I love candles. I like candles every day. So I bought that. It was like $22 for a little small jar of candles. So I got that. And then out in this outer shed, I know I'm talking a lot, out in this outer shed where they had a lot of, they really did have a lot of vintage furniture and lamps and a whole bunch of vintage stuff in there. And they really did. It was reasonably priced, I gotta say. But then there was this box that said, I want to say it said something like Halloween mask, right? So when I looked at it, it said $25. So Halloween mask. And when I opened it, of course, I saw that it was definitely full of vintage Halloween masks, right? So I'm like, $25? Yes, please. So when I went into the store, I told her that I was interested, and it was a big box. Now I can't even pull it up. And she said, oh yeah, that's half off. So I got it half off for the $25. What is that, like 13? What is that? I'm trying to do the math. Yeah. $13.50 or something? You know what I mean. So I gotta turn this just a little bit because I want you guys to see all this amazing stuff that I got. So just give me one moment. So I will say at the outset, I'm going to need your advice. I will say at the outset that a lot of this smells kind of sort of musty, and I'm not sure, particularly the ones that are in their original boxes. Oh my God, wait till you see these. But, and they're the ones that kind of sort of smell the mustiest, if you will. So they must have been either in an attic or whatever, somewhere for a very, very, very long time, because they do have that smell to it. So I'm a little concerned. Of course, I'm going to list them because I think I'll do well with them, but I'm not sure how to disclose it. Certainly just let them know that these were, you know, when I do list these, that they were in an attic and they do have some smells to them, if you will. But that's the best I can do. But I still think that they are absolutely, absolutely epic. So I'm going to have to bend down because I got to show you these two at a time. So here are all the masks. So here's the, now they're not in the best of shape. Of course, they're vintage. Even if you are a Halloween connoisseur, which, you know, Halloween is not my, it's not my holiday to celebrate. No problem. But I know that people are, and I know people have fun with it. So, but they are in, some of them are in rough condition, right? But I figure if you were a collector of masks, you can certainly put these up at Halloween time and have them all around because they are true vintage masks. They don't have the strings, and I'll tell you about that in a minute, because I actually went to the thrift store the day before yesterday, found a whole set of Oriental Trading masks that had the strings in it. So I'll show you that. I'll show you that in my thrift store haul. So anyway, let me stop talking. So look at this baby, right? Right? So that's one. Here's another one. This, I gotta put these to the side because I have like a ton of these. Give me a second. So here's one. Sorry about that. Right? I have a lot. So here's one. This one is actually in relatively good condition. She's in really, really good condition compared to the other ones, right? And then I gotta show you these two. These two are torn on the bottom. This one is torn, as you can tell, so not in the best of shape. For the most part, if you're gonna use them for just display, I think they'll be fine, right? So this one, and then this one, right? And it's so funny because, yeah, I thought I saw, these were originally marked at 10 cents. So that one, and then that one, all right? So then the next one I have, this one is actually in kind of sort of jacked up. He's definitely jacked up. He's kind of ripped on the bottom, but it's Frankenstein. Yellow, is that Frankenstein? Frankenstein-like. But I have the strings that I can put on him. So if you handle him gingerly, he should be fine, right? So we have him. So again, not in the best of shapes, but I figure if you're gonna have them for display, why not? This one is a little rough too. Not as much, but he's a little rough too, right? And then this one is a little rough on the bottom. He had, ooh, his hair kind of Yankee. Anyway, this one says Ben Cooper, he was 98 cents, Ben Cooper. Hello. Hello. So anyway, this one I think is pretty epic just because of the size and his condition. Like I said, it's not terrible. He definitely does have a little split on the bottom here, but not terrible, right? So again, these Ben Cooper masks, they really do really, really well. And so I think for the ones that, the smaller ones, I think the ones that are in really good shape, I think I'm gonna sell those separately. But the ones that are kind of sort of not so much in good shape, I think I'm gonna lot those up and sell those as a lot. This one I might just sell him separately just because of his size. So I might sell him separately. If you guys have any advice of how I should, you know, sell these, let me know. What's going on, dude? Did somebody stick this on your head? Oh my God, I wonder if somebody stuck, see how it's coming up? I wonder if that wasn't original. It feels kind of creepy, but anyway, here we go. So that's that. And then the next one I got is this one. He's a little jacked up too. He is definitely a little jacked up. He's like a half a head, half a mask. So just a little weirdo, right? And then this one is a, okay, so it's like a costume. Hold on a second. It's a little musty. I don't want to do anything with these things because, like I said, I think they're very super delicate, and you can tell they've been sitting for a while. But this one is it's like a clown costume, right? And it's probably like a kid size, but it is definitely vintage. And it came with this, excuse me one second. It came with this little hat. So this one was separate. It's a little rough, but you know, in vintage condition, you know, I hope you guys can see that. It's like a little clown suit. I probably would want to try to clean this at some point, but I'm just afraid to clean it because of the delicate nature of it, right? This one has a bell on it. So that one was just down in the box. So everything that you're about to see, I got everything for about $13.50. All right, so here is where all the fun comes in. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes of costumes that were in their original boxes, right? So Collegeville, right? I got this one. Oh my God. So this one, I think is in great condition. The box is in excellent condition. The cellophane, oops, sorry. It's a little torn, as I was about to say. Excuse me, but for the most part, it's in good condition. Again, this is Collegeville. These vintage costumes do really, really well, and they do extra especially well if they are in good condition. So I will say that I might as well just take it out while we're doing it. This was only 44 cents when this was new. So the mask itself is in great condition. I'm not gonna pull the costume out. The mask itself is in great condition, as you can tell, right? This one, I think it's called, give me one moment. It is called, I thought I said, oh, it's called Leonardo the Lion. It's a large 12 to 14 child size. Leonardo the Lion, right? So Leonardo's mask is in excellent condition, barely used, but his costume, oh my God, his costume is a little jacked up a little bit. I'm afraid to even kind of sort of take it out. It's so delicate because, as you can tell, it's worn. I don't know if that's just because where it was sitting for a long time. So I don't want to take it out because I'm afraid something might crawl out, and I hate bugs, by the way. So I'm going to leave this one in the box. And so this is where I need your advice, right? So for the most part, what I'm about to show you, the mask that are included in these original boxes, right, are in good shape. The boxes are in relatively good shape, but the costumes that go with the mask are absolutely in some state, right? So what should I do? How should I list it? Obviously, I'm going to list them. People who are vintage Halloween collectors will probably appreciate the box for sure and the mask, but definitely take pictures of the costume itself and let buyers know that you may just know that there is some wear to it or some concerns with the condition. I'll just leave it at that. So whatever advice you guys have, let me know what you think I should do in terms of listing the costumes that are in their original boxes. So that's one. The next one, which I think is pretty daggone epic, I'm telling you right now, this is absolutely my favorite. It is a G.I. Joe costume, right? So again, original box, right? This was originally $179. The box is in great condition. There's a few tears on the cellophane, but for the most part, it's in great condition, right? And so I'm not sure about collectors of these costumes, right? This one is not Collegeville. This is Halco. So I'm going to show you G.I. Joe's mask. His mask is in excellent condition. Excellent condition. No tears or anything, right? G.I. Joe mask. And even his costume, it doesn't smell or anything. It doesn't look like it's been, you know, worn or anything. So I'm just going to show you his costume. It's in fairly decent condition. And because of the condition of this, and because of the subject, and because it is G.I. Joe, I looked this one up like right away. And to my surprise, this particular G.I. Joe sold for about $80, believe it or not. I couldn't even believe it. Now, that one was probably in excellent, pristine condition. It probably, the box probably was not torn. It probably wasn't open. But this particular G.I. Joe costume from Halco sold on eBay for about 80 bucks. So I figured for the condition that this is, and the condition of the box, and the fact that I may just pull this one out and take a full picture of the costume so that the buyer can see it, and for me too, just to see what condition it's in, I think this one will probably pay for my entire estate haul from that place or whatever. I'm pretty sure that it will. Anyway, so that's that. The next one I have is a Ben Cooper again, and this one is definitely not in the greatest of condition. It is a Ben Cooper, as you can see, right? The cellophane is completely out. It's a little creepy because I don't like, and now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't smell awful. It doesn't smell awful, right? But anyway, here's the box. As you can see, the cellophane is all out on that one. The mask itself is in great condition. As you can see, it's like a little Halloween pumpkin or whatever. The string is a little janky. I can absolutely put a new string in there, not a problem. But the costume, yeah, I don't know what's going on with this costume, but it is really, I have to take it out. I think I'm gonna get some gloves because, you know, I'm really, honest to God, I am really afraid of bugs. And I'm afraid that something might crawl out of here that's going to freak me out. So I'm not going to show you guys. I'm not going to pull any of that out right now. I am going to pull these out at some point. Maybe I'll do it outside or something and use some gloves. But nonetheless, this Ben Cooper Halloween, what is this one called? Uncle Fester. Let's go with that. Uncle Fester. All right, so that's that. All right, so the next one is another Ben Cooper. I didn't realize this was Ben Cooper. Now, he's a little torn up. So this one looks like Uncle Fester. I think it's in the wrong box. Maybe not. This one says Ben Cooper glow-in-the-dark mask. Oh, yeah, so maybe so. Monstro the Monster. Hello? Seriously? So I thought that looks like Uncle Fester, right? But, you know, maybe not. So anyway, his mask, give me one second. His mask is definitely, oh yeah, his costume is definitely jacked up. Ugh, oh God. His mask is definitely a little jacked up. It's like literally falling apart. I have to shake that out. Oh my God, it's gonna freak me out. So his mask, as you can see, is kind of ripped on the bottom. It's actually ripped on the bottom and all the way up to his nose. Here's the back, as you can see. So I'm not sure if even in this condition, are they sellable? I don't know. I really, really, really don't know. I'll have to do a little bit more. I'm not even going to show you. Ugh. Just put that one back because I'm telling you right now, if something crawls out of there, it's curtains. Seriously, it's curtains for me. All right, and the last one, excuse me one second. The last one, the box is really not in great shape at all. This one, I think it's Halco. Give me one moment. It's Lady Frankenstein, and this one is, I'm not sure who this one is, but it's Lady Frankenstein. So the box is definitely one of the boxes that are not in the best of shape. The cellophane is all there, but the box is kind of sort of jacked up. So I'm going to just slightly take that off just a little bit. And we are absolutely not taking that out because it looks a little janky. But her mask seems to be okay. Yeah, her mask seems to be in good condition. So she's Lady Frankenstein. Ugh. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my God. I'm trying to watch and make sure nothing crawls out while I show you these things. Because again, they were in this box. All right, so that's Lady Frankenstein. And the box itself that it came in is definitely a little worn. So we don't know what we're gonna do with that. So that is everything as far as the vintage Halloween, all of those masks. I think I did pretty good. I think that even if I I think that I'll do fine. With the G.I. Joe one, I'm pretty sure that one will sell the best. All the other ones, and they're in various degrees of condition. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on these. I know they sell the vintage mask, costume masks that come in the boxes. I know that they do sell $25, $30, but I think it still depends on the condition. I do know that the Halloween masks sell because I saw a set or a lot of them that sold on eBay for, I want to say like $20 or something like that for a lot of them. And again, that may be the condition that they were in, based on the condition they were in. So I know a few of those I'm going to sell individually, and then the rest of them I think I'm just going to lock them up and sell them as a set, if you will. And again, people can use them as decor and not necessarily, you know, go through the trouble of trying to wear them for Halloween. So anyway, I thought I did pretty good. I really did. I couldn't believe that when I asked her about I said, is that for the entire box? And she said, yes, for the entire box. So I think that they probably knew as a matter of fact, she said it had just come in. So I think that the Collegeville one with the mask, again, I don't know about the costume itself, but the mask will do fine. The box is in great condition. And the G.I. Joe, with the exception of that cellophane that's kind of sort of torn, I think this one is going to be my best bet, this G.I. Joe one, right? So yeah, that was pretty daggone epic, guys. I got to tell you, I was really excited about that. Even my brother said, yeah, Donna, that's a pretty good deal. So anyway, guys, so that is my vintage, antique, and estate sale haul, all from the wonderful town of Bethany Beach and Lewes, and where else did we go? Millsboro, we went to Dagsboro, all in that entire area up there. I went to several vintage and antique stores, and I think I did pretty daggone good. So anyway, guys, that is the end. As you can see, my light is going down. I'm pretty excited. So thank you so much, guys. I have not listed any of this stuff. If there's something that you just gotta have, be sure to send me an email. I'll put my information down here below. And again, if you guys are just stopping by and you have not subscribed to my channel and you do like this type of content, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that when I do upload videos, you guys will be notified. And again, if there's anything that you see that you just gotta have, just let me know and we will work it out. All right, guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel, Restore Glory, and I will talk to you soon. Smooches.